everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Gifty. A warm and pleasant welcome to you. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we are making a flavorful and delicious chicken stew. This chicken stew is so simple but absolutely delicious. So let me run you through the list of ingredients and we'll get started. I have about 3 habanero peppers over here, 5 cloves of garlic. I have 4 calabash nutmeg, a sprig of rosemary, 1 green pepper, and I have some onions over here. I also have a few leaves of basil, and I also have the spices over here. I'll leave everything in the description box down below. I also have 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I have my homemade tomato sauce, and then I also have salt, and then I have the chicken over here. So I'm using, and then in the chicken I have 1 tablespoon of ginger paste. I also have some oil, and then my secret ingredient for this stew is fennel. Now fennel has like a licorice taste, and adding it to the stew, it is incredible. It tastes amazing. So if you cannot find fennel, you can alternatively use leeks, or you can also use extra onions. But if you can find it, go ahead and use it. It will, I'm telling you, it will change the science and the dynamic of this stew. Trust me, especially for the holidays, they're not the good stew name. Trust me, it's the fennel. Now in some stores they call it sweet anise. It's the same thing. So if you find it and it says fennel or sweet anise, it's the same thing. So go ahead and grab it. And I also have a fennel and Kobe oil rice and guamo on the channel, and I had a lot of people asking me what fennel is. So this is what it looks like. It has like hair-like structures on it. So this is what it looks like. We're going to blend it all together with the onions and other things, and then we'll make our stew. So let's go ahead and start making the stew. So to marinate the chicken, I already have a tablespoon of ginger paste, and then I also added a little bit of garlic powder. I have a heaping tablespoon of Vivi's spice blend over here, and I have 2 bay leaves. I have a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, a teaspoon of curry powder, and about a heaping tablespoon of chicken bouillon powder. So I'm just going to add that on there, and I'll add some salt, and I'll go ahead and blend 1 onion and add it to it, and then I'll go ahead and steam it. So here's the onion. Now I'll go ahead and put it on the stove, and then we'll proceed to blending the other stuff and start the stew. So I went ahead and washed the fennel, and I also took out the outer layers. So I'm going to remove the core. It's just like an onion, and then I'll cut it into smaller pieces. Now mind you, if you're making a lot of stew, then you'll want to add more fennel in order to get that delicious fennel taste. You can also use the dry fennel seeds if you cannot find the fresh fennel or the leeks, but trust me, if you do find it, make sure you use it, because it takes the taste of the stew to another level. Especially this holiday season, it's all about the flavor. So everything pretty much goes in here. I'm just adding a little bit of the blend. So this is the pot that I used for the shito. So I'm not going to wash it. That's great flavor right there. Now let the oil come to temperature, and I'll add in the blend. So in goes the blended stuff. I didn't add all of it. I just saved a little bit. I'll let it fry. Then I'll go in next with some sliced onions, and then the tomato paste and the ginger as well. Alright, so the blend has been frying beautifully, as you can see. I'm going to go in next with the sliced onions and let it fry for about 5 minutes. So in goes the tomato paste, and I'll mix it until everything incorporates beautifully, and I'll let it fry for about 3 to 4 minutes. Then I'll add in the spices. So for the stew, I'm using some parsley flakes, some black pepper, a little bit of curry powder, and some paprika. So I'll let this fry for about 5 minutes just to awaken all the flavors of the spices. And then we'll add in the tomatoes. I'll go in with the tomatoes now. So now I'm on a low heat, low to medium. Alright guys, so here's the chicken. It's ready. And I lined the baking sheet with some paper towel, with some baking sheet. So I'm just going to pop it into a 500-degree oven for about 10 minutes, and then I'll flip it over. So the chicken is out of the oven, looks nice and golden brown. I left it in for 15 minutes. I'm going to flip it over and leave it in there for an additional 5 minutes, and we'll move on to the stew. I added in a little bit of chili pepper, ground chili pepper. So I'm going to add in a few scoops of the stock. It's so flavorful. And I'll also add in like 2 bay leaves. Alright, so this is how the stew is looking so far. I'm going to add the chicken in. I scooped some of the stew and put it into a smaller pot. So I'll let this cook for about 15 minutes until the chicken is well incorporated into the stew. So I'm adding in about a teaspoon of dry rosemary because I love my rosemary. And then I'll give it a nice stir and let it cook for about 5 more minutes, and then I'll add in my finishing touches. It's time to add in the bell peppers. So I have some fennel, and then I have red and green bell peppers, and also some scallions. I'm going to add it in for some freshness. After adding in all the vegetables, I'll give it a stir, and on a low heat I'll let it simmer for 5 more minutes, and I'll turn off the heat because I still want the vegetables to be nice and crunchy. And there is your flavorful and delicious Christmas chicken stew. This stew has to represent on your Christmas table. Absolutely delicious and colorful. You can serve this with some rice, spaghetti, yam, whatever you want to eat it with. If you do like this video, please go ahead and give me a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share with your family and friends. Until we meet again, remember to stay blessed, stay out of trouble, and be well. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.